The topic for discussion today, society and environment. The term environment means a life support system which mainly consists of water, air and land. Environment means to surrounding, that something that surrounds. Environment includes various aspects. The important physical features and natural resources are the environment. Physical environment and natural resources includes distribution of land, distribution of water, distribution of mountains, plains and minerals. Environment is also playing an important role in determining the personality formation of individuals, the behavior of the society in general. It also determines the temperament, way of thinking of the people, tendencies, and the occupation of the people, food habits, types of dress and dressing. Ultimately, environment determines the way of the life, or it is the evolvement of culture. We have various types of environment. The important types of environment are as follows: physical environment, cultural environment, biological environment and social environment. Physical environment includes the natural phenomena. They are climate, rivers, mountains and plains. Cultural environment concerned about relations between flora and fauna. Biological environment, relations between plants and nature. Social environment is mainly concerned about the relationship, customs, folkways, traditions that are being practiced in the society. And today, all the elements of environment have been polluted to a great extent that there are health hazards and economic losses. Pollution may be described as the change taken place in physical, biological and chemical composition which are alien or excessive to the strength of the system required. Environment pollution is also defined as the unfavorable surroundings which occurs because of man's action. Ultimately, the very existence of life on earth rests upon the quality of available environment. There are important reasons for environmental pollution. They are as follows: due to excessive exploitation of natural resources for profit maximization. Today's industrialists are concerned about only the profit motivation. That leads to deprivation of environmental nature, and which is normal to the every citizens of today. Another important point is to the growing needs of the society have been met by the inventiveness of the society. So the multiplicity of interests of the people are somehow made by our inventions and discoveries. So this process of invention and discoveries undergo the so many exploitations of nature. scientific and technological development since Industrial Revolution led to heavy consumption of resources. We know the advancement of technology and science fulfills the needs of the people, but they are not worried about the processes that are affecting the human society fundamentally. Another important reason is rapid urbanization, industrialization, motorization in the urban areas caused great damage to the environment. So people are worried about, people are concerned about their welfare, their needs, but not of the process, ways and means. So another important point is for environmental pollution is, as the lifestyle of the society changed due to cultural confluence and economic expansion of activities like globalization. So we know from the primitive to modern society, the society undergoes so many changes. So the changes are based on the changes in the cultural pattern behavior of the people. So no worry that what the process and what the means. So people are very much concerned about the ends and satisfaction of their needs. So no botheration about the consequences or injurious consequences about the environment. Now we will go for the various classification of environmental hazards. And the major classifications are, or the major issues of environment are as follows: air pollution, noise pollution, water pollution, soil and land pollution. So these are the major environmental issues that are described as far as modern society is concerned today. Air pollution is defined as the imbalance in the quality of air which causes ill effects. Ill effects in the sense it also results in the injurious consequences like to so many diseases and epidemic diseases. There are two divisions of pollutants. So the one is gaseous pollutants, another one is particulate pollutants. So we must know what is gaseous pollutants. Gaseous pollutants are the substances that are in gaseous in nature spread at normal temperature. Particulate pollutants consist of both solid and liquid particles in nature. Shall we know what are the important elements of gaseous pollutants? They are as follows: carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, organic sulfide, hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, oxides of nitrogen. So these are all important elements of gaseous pollutants. There are also particular pollutants. They are as follows: dust, fume, mist, spray, smoke. So they are the particular pollutants which basically causes injurious effects to the human society. So far we have discussed about air pollution, and we shall see the major consequences or adverse consequences of air pollution. Of course it has so many fields of affected area. They are as follows: effects on human health, effects on animals, effects on plants, effects on materials, and finally effects on atmosphere. Let us see the injurious consequences of air pollution to human health. Air pollution adversely affects the health of the human society. It has an effect on respiratory system. It also causes cough and asthma, and it also damages lungs, and it also leads to diseases like lung cancer. And let us see the air pollution and its relationship with effects on animals. Air pollution also affects the animal population. They are cattle, pigs, dogs and chicken. The adverse effects are diarrhea, weight loss, lowered fertility, lowered milk production. And let us see the important adverse effect on plants. So air pollution has also leading to injurious illness or sickness to plants due to collapse of leaves tissue, respiration of plants and injuries to vegetables. So the above are the important points on effects on plants. Now we shall move to effects on materials. So the relationship between materials and its consequences. So air pollution, the process of materials like aluminum, copper, iron, steel building. So it results smoke, grit, dust and oxides of sulfur, and the consequences are corded and discoloration, corded and disfigured. Now let us move on to the final effects on atmosphere. Air pollution is also having its impact and effect on atmosphere. Due to fossil fuels and oil fuels which emissions the carbon dioxide, the final result or consequences is the surface is heated and there is a total climatic changes. It adversely affect the human habitation. Now finally let us see the few prevention and control of air pollution. Fuel selection and utilization may be one of the solutions can be followed, and process changes or equipment, and there is also a measure to control of aerosol emissions, control of gaseous pollutants and site selection and zoning, supervision by control authorities, planning and zoning of sites, regulations and controlling of fuels can be brought about to control and prevent the air pollution. Now we shall move on to the concept of water pollution. The water pollution may be defined as the adverse change in the composition and condition less suitable for living condition. There are various sources of water pollution: organic contaminants and inorganic contaminants. Organic contaminants are as follows: acids discharged into rivers as industrial effluents, and alcohol is resulting break in the natural buffer. Coal, it is an effluence from coal washing plants, and dyes, it is a discharge of effluents dyeing printing of industries. So another important pollutant is biological pollutants. Biological pollutants are as follows: bacteria and viruses. So finally there is alkage. Alkage occur in the surface water, and there are also bacteria and virus which are harmful and beneficial to the human society. Now we shall move on to further divisions of water pollution. Water pollution is based on two divisions like municipal and industrial. Municipal concerned about water supply, quantity or equivalent, and industrial waste discharged into the water, which finally leads to water pollution. And there is also another important dimension or aspects to be noted for water pollution. It is due to chemical fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides. You know, disposal of soil pollution, disposal of solid and semi-solid waste is cause for soil pollution. And agricultural industries is also one of the causes for soil pollution. Now, problems of soil pollution. The problems are as follows. Industries and urban waste are one of the reasons, and agricultural practices, and third one is biological agents. Industrial and urban waste. So, the important elements are as follows, like toxic chemicals, lead, copper, and coal and mining, metal processing, commercial and domestic waste are the causes for soil pollution, especially on the topic of industrial and urban waste. The effects of above industrial and urban waste are like increase of rats, increase of flies, increase of insects, which finally results in dysentery and diarrhea. Now, we shall see the few ill effects, especially due to water pollution. There are deaths taken place around 2 million, and there are also people who are affected in millions by various illness. Air pollution leads to chronic diseases, and soil pollution leads to poor nutrition. Finally, it is at our hand to conclude with to save the environment. So, the government and non-governmental organization, finally the self-interest of the individual are very important to save and protect the environment. By protecting the environment, we save ourselves and society and our future generation.